how important is her role as we head toward the midterm?
Well, it's most important that she's the CEO. She is very close to the entire operation and how her husband ran the organization, and the outpouring of people that want to memorialize him is just amazing. They've waited in line for hours in the heat. People travel from around the country or maybe globally on their own dime to be there. It's very touching to see.
Get you in and get your thoughts on Fonnie. You know, what do you think this means that they're requesting her travel records? You remember some of that travel included a lover.
Her boo.
Her boo. That's right. She was traveling with her boo on the taxpayer's dime.
Yeah, Nathan Wade, who was paid what, over $654,000.
Had no experience in this kind of law.
She supposedly hired him without permission, I believe. I don't know. He spent gifts and trips on her. So yeah, subpoena everything you could possibly get and wipe that smug, arrogant look off her face, because that woman is a train wreck.
Wow. So I want to pivot here, although I don't really want to pivot. That was so good.
But how do you really feel, Deneen?
Points. And what this really comes down to, I think, is not only a competitive aspect to keep males out of female spaces, but the safety aspect. It could be female shelters, as Hillary mentioned, female prisons. But the sports, what parent will want a male on their female daughter, their child's team? Because the competitive aspect, males are bigger, faster, and stronger. So females are losing out across the board. But again, it does come down to the safety aspect, where females, young girls and women, will feel safe in these female spaces.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's absolutely horrible. Look, the government's basic role is to protect person and property, and these Democrats are failing on all ends. They're in favor of sanctuary cities. They're propping up MS-13 gang members who have killed and harmed countless Americans. Some of the headlines have outlined those who have been harmed and killed, but we don't know the full number, the extent. So how dare they try to defend these people who should not even be here? Thank goodness President Trump is in the White House. That is what he ran on. And we are seeing the results. The number of illegals that were here under the Biden administration are no longer in our country. But much more needs to be done, especially with the MS-13 gang members that are here across the country. I want to get into the nonsense over the American Eagle Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, where you have the mob is calling it about racism, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I had my own little spoof on it, because why not?
There she is. There she is.
Excellent.
I got significant feedback.
She's got great jeans too.
President Trump is coming in with a machete.
Sledgehammer. Flipping tables, that's what I always say. He wants to put the power in the hands of the parents, which is where I think it should be. Make it closer, local level with the educational system, because we have way too many kids who can't read, can't write. Did you know some schools don't even teach cursive?
Oh my goodness.
Did anybody know that?
No real outrage like we would maybe see. Should the roles be reversed? What's your take?
No, there's no maybe about it. There would be outrage if this were the other way around. What 17-year-old is walking around with a knife, first of all? The father has actually forgiven this kid.
Yes.
He forgave him. But it's selective outrage because the dynamics are different. So where is Al Sharpton? Where is the liberal media? Where is the outrage from the liberals in general? This young man lost his life senselessly. This was a senseless tragedy that did not have to happen. And yes, where is the outrage? We're seeing selective outrage with this. It's horrific. And yeah, I agree with the doctor. Where are the parents? And let's look at the breakdown in the black family. For example, the numbers are off the charts where you have single parent households. You have 70% of all black babies born to single mothers, and you have 64% of black children who don't have a father in the household. This is a huge problem that cannot be ignored, and it's not new because these numbers go back for many, many years. But this most recent report from 2023. And there's also a lack of respect for our law enforcement, for adults, for teachers. You see a lot of young kids who just have no common sense or respect for adults as well.
Totally agree with that.
If you could, doctor, please talk to us about the culture of violence that kids are exposed to every day, all day. whether it's video games, movies, the music that they listen to, if parents allow them to, and how these young people are being desensitized. Say, I want what he is on. His energy is just off the charts. I mean, he's all over the world. He is on every topic and subject you could possibly imagine as a priority, his America First agenda. And a lot of the things that he has accomplished already in 200 days were campaign promises.
Right.
And he is delivering them one after the other. But yeah, he's doing a phenomenal job, and that's why the Democrats can't stand him. They didn't like him in the first place anyway, but with these accomplishments, they can't stand him.
Right.